Hello, I'm Erik Robey.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review and happy Independence Day week.
Thank you very much.
Today we'll show you all the times and dates for local fireworks displays, and we'll tell you about the big jackpots coming out of Maryland Live. But first, making headlines, our dear friend Mark Chang got all wet this week, but it was for a great cause. Mark joined several local celebrities to get dunked for the Wounded Warrior Project. The event was sponsored by Brewster's Ice Cream in Glen Burnie. Dunkies included Chang, Maryland Gazette editor Rick Hutzel, Fran Schmidt from the Northern Anne Arundel Chamber of Commerce, and others. The event raised $700 for wounded warriors receiving treatment at Walter Reed Army Hospital. About 200 people came out for the event, which also featured beach music, face painting, and photography. Now, if you missed the event, you can still help out. Go to www.woundedwarriorproject.org, or you can click on the link to their Facebook page on the right side of our page after you're finished watching the show.
Well, we always like to help out our friends who are serving in the military, and 4th of July is a great time to do it. We'll be sure to update you on other Wounded Warrior events and other military events throughout the rest of the summer. And speaking of summer events, be sure to check out the summer concert series at our local parks, folks. The schedule is starting to fill out, and there are shows every Sunday through this summer at Quiet Waters in Annapolis and Downs Park in Pasadena. And best of all, it's my favorite word, they're free. In the month of July alone, Quiet Waters will host the Night and Day Band, Kelly Bell Band, Karen Oliver and the Knockoffs, and Georgia Leah and Stone Cold Country. Bands I'm sure that you've heard of and probably played with before, right, Kristin?
Absolutely.
And you can find a full list of concert dates by going to www.aacounty.org and just click on the Summer Concert Series banner.
Now, Erik, have you heard about all the jackpots at Maryland Live? The casino at Arundel Mills has been open only 3 weeks, and lottery officials report that jackpots have paid out just shy of $5 million so far. Yes, that's 5 with 6 zeros after it. Kind of like my paycheck for hosting Week in Review. I don't know what you're making, but now, of course, there have been multiple winners. According to the Maryland Gazette, there have been payouts as high for individual players of $50,000, $32,000, and $20,000. Not too shabby. Keep in mind that jackpots are considered payouts higher than $1,200. So if you take everyone's winnings and add them up, you get $133 million. Good gracious, I had no idea that they're paying out that much. We need to get to Maryland Live.
That's a lot of money. I've given them about $133 million. No, just kidding. Well, after Mark Chang dried himself off from the dunk tank, he headed right over to Hanover for Fire Department Appreciation Day for another community spotlight. This is a 4-alarmer because the event comes right after our show airs. Mark.
Thanks to both of you in the studio. I'm over at the Queenstown Community, and we're going to talk about the annual Queenstown Community Day that's going to be coming up right over here in Severn. It's a great community, and with me I have the wonderful ladies of the Severn Improvement Association, and they're very, very strong leaders over in this area of Severn. And first of all, I want to start off with Miss Linda Smoot, who is the president of the Severn Improvement Association, and always great to see you out in the community, Miss Linda. Could you tell the viewers out there in the county about the Severn Improvement Association?
Well, the Severn Improvement Association has been in existence for 53 years. We are very active in this community. A lot of things, if you look around the community, a lot of changes have come through with the help of the Severn Improvement Association.
Great. And one of the big events you hold is Queenstown Day, correct?
Yes, Queenstown Day is coming up. It's the second Saturday of July.
Okay, great. And what's the overall purpose for the Queenstown Day?
Oh, it's like a big family reunion. Everybody comes together and just kind of have a good time that day, enjoying each other's company and the festivities, good music and everything like that.
Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot, Miss Linda. And we have Miss Donna Belt. Always great to see you. You're always everywhere in the community. Everything from working with our seniors to the youth and emergency response team and all that. So really appreciate all that you do, Miss Donna. Could you tell the viewers out there when is Queenstown Day and the times and all that?
Well, Queenstown Day is always held on the second weekend in July. This year it will be on July 14th. Right here at Queenstown Park, starting at 11 a.m., and the activities will run until 6 p.m. Okay? And I just want to make sure that you understand that this is Queenstown, Severn, Maryland community.
Yeah, don't go to Eastern Shore. Yeah, no tolls to get here, right?
Right, right. And did you know, Mr. Chang, that the Severn Improvement Association has sponsored Queenstown for over 20 years?
That's wonderful. Yeah, 2 decades of community service. So let me ask you this: do you need any volunteers or any help from the community?
Well, we always need volunteers. Right. You know, we have prep work before the Queenstown Day and also after Queenstown Day, you know, to come back and join us at the end of the festivities to help clean up the community and the park here.
Great. Well, now that you got the viewers' attention about getting some commitments out there, what's a contact, the email, telephone number?
Okay, I'm going to let my president of the Severn Improvement Association provide that information.
Okay. All right, that works. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Jessica, and there's a ton of activities that are going to be happening that day. And could you tell us about that?
Yes. We actually begin our day on Friday, July the 13th with a gospel fest at Metropolitan United Methodist Church. Begins at 6:30. This year our emphasis is on the youth, so we will have the youth choir from St. Mark, a lot of liturgical dancers, and then our guest speakers will be the Baltimore group will be the Baltimore Connections. Okay. So we're looking forward to Gospel Fest. After that, then on Saturday, we begin our day at 11 o'clock right here at the park with our Miss Queenstown contest. And this year we have 2 contestants. One is a 5-year-old little girl named Janelle Akamani, and also 6-year-old Madison Braswell. The girls try to raise money to support the Severn Improvement Association, and then the girl who has the most money wins. After the crowning, we then have our parade. It begins at 4:30, Queenstown Road. We have lots of marching bands and different groups with cars, classic cars and antique cars, trucks and so forth. And we have 2 attractions this year. One, the Warriors of Grace karate group will be in the parade, and the reigning Miss Cherry Blossom Queen, who is a local resident here in our community. Her name is Taylor Barfield. So we're looking forward to a wonderful day.
Great. Well, hearing about all those different events, I'm sure they're going to be, folks are going to be very excited and also very tired because all the energy that they're going to be expending to go to all the different events or the activities. Could you tell us, is there also going to be food provided?
Oh, yes. We're going to have lots of food. There will be vendors there, 50-50 raffle. We have a music. The music will be provided with a DJ, and we have a special group known as Poetic Justice that will be performing.
Okay, well, that's very, very exciting. And then going back to you, Miss Linda, for folks out there who want to be part of the Severn Improvement Association or get involved in the Queenstown Community Day, do you have contact information for them?
You can always stop by at the Severn Improvement Association headquarters and just leave some information there, or you can call me, Linda Smoot, at 443-326-5600, or you can get in touch with our Secretary, Jessica Snipes.
Right. Okay. And we're at 410-787-1444. Or they can email us at severimpinc@yahoo.com.
Great. Well, I'm glad you let them know about the information because a lot of activities, a lot of great things you all do. So I know you're always looking for extra hands to help you out in the community. Yes, so, well, that's great. Well, over here I also have Miss Phyllis Queen Matthews, a longtime member of the community, and I understand you also went to school out here in the community over Rosenwald School.
Yes, I was born and raised in this community. I've been here just about all my life. And the community was named after my ancestors. So come out and join us on July 14th for Queenstown Day. Our elected officials, vendors, we have lots of food, lots of fellowship, and we have a lovely time on that day. So you can really stop with us on Friday evening with the Gospel Fest, but enjoy us all day Saturday. It's just a lovely time we have. And this is a lovely community to be a part of. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
All right, amen to that, absolutely. Well said, Miss Phyllis Queen Matthews and Miss Donna, Miss Jessica, Miss Linda. Well, thanks a lot for all that you all do for the community. You are a great partner to Anne Arundel County as far as everyday quality of life and just making this area of Severn such a great place. So it's a wonderful event. Please mark your calendars for Saturday, July 14th. A lot of fun, a lot of people, a lot of fellowship, as these ladies have said. So please mark your calendars, and we will see you out there. Reporting from Queenstown community over in Severn, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. Again, the event is Saturday, June 28th. That's tomorrow, folks. You know the kids want to ride on that truck, so head over there and have some fun. Folks, there's more Week in Review to come. Take a look at the community calendar for a list of 4th of July events. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. On June 24, 2012, at approximately 1 a.m., officers from the Western District responded to the 7800 block of Citadel Drive in Severn for a report of a loud party. Joining us now is Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy with further details on this investigation. Justin.
As officers were responding, additional calls were received regarding shots fired at the same party. Several officers arrived on scene and dispersed an extremely large crowd of individuals in the area. They discovered a 17-year-old male victim suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the lower extremity, and that victim was transported to shock trauma in Baltimore with what was deemed to be non-life-threatening injuries. Now, while on scene, officers were notified of a second victim, a 20-year-old male at Baltimore Washington Medical Center with a non-life-threatening stab wound. Two additional victims, a 19-year-old male and a 21-year-old male at Howard County General Hospital with non-life-threatening stab wounds. And information was received on a fifth victim, a 16-year-old male at BWMC who was struck in the upper body apparently with an unknown object. All of these victims were believed to be from the very same incident. Preliminary investigation indicated that there was a high school graduation party taking place at a residence on Citadel Drive. At some point during the party, several subjects behind the residence became involved in an altercation, which eventually made its way toward the front of the residence where witnesses heard gunshots. Detectives from the Western District Detectives Unit are actively investigating this incident, and that investigation is ongoing. The suspect is described as a black male with a dark complexion and medium build, wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans, and there's no information right now on the additional suspects. Folks, we're going to move on to our second incident. That one took place on June 25th around 2 in the morning. That's when officers from the Western District responded to the 1700 block of Severn Road in Severn for shooting. Now, when officers arrived, they spoke with several witnesses who reported that two male suspects entered their backyard while they were outside. One suspect displayed a handgun at the 19-year-old male victim, announced a robbery, shot at the victim as the victim fled on foot. Fortunately, the victim was not struck. However, the suspects then entered the victim's car, which was parked and running in the driveway, and they drove off. A lookout was broadcast, and officers spotted that vehicle on Donaldson Road where a traffic stop was conducted. The victim and witnesses positively identified the driver as the person who discharged the firearm. The suspect in this case was arrested and transported to Western District Station. Due to the ongoing investigation, a description of that vehicle is not being released at this time. The investigation into the identity of the second suspect is ongoing. The arrested individual is Lorenzo Derek Hall Jr., age 19, of 7897 Tall Pines Court in Glen Burnie. He was charged with attempted second-degree murder, robbery, armed robbery, reckless endangerment, unlawful taking of a motor vehicle, and numerous handgun offenses. Now, as always, folks, if you have any information on any of the crimes or suspects we mentioned on the show, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers Hotline. It's available 24 hours a day, toll-free. The number is 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. Or you could text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Your third option, visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. Remember, phone calls are not recorded and callers remain anonymous. You might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000.
Thanks, Justin. It sure doesn't take much for a party to get out of control. It's a good thing that no one was really injured.
Speaking of party out of control,
Yes.
Come to my big party this summer?
Your big party?
Yeah.
I don't have an invitation. Is an invitation somewhere in this
One
paperwork
on the way,
here?
Erik. There's one on the way. This week, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to more than 1,542 calls for service. This included 1,149 emergency medical calls and 153 fire calls. This week, 2 families were displaced from their residences when fire raced through their homes. With me now to tell us more about these incidents is Division Chief Michael Cox of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief.
Thanks, Kristin. The first incident occurred around 1:50 p.m. on Thursday, June 14, 2012, when Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported dwelling fire in the 400 block of Virginia Avenue, located in the Pasadena area of the county. The first units to arrive on the scene reported visible fire and smoke coming from the rear of a one-story ranch-type home. At that time, additional resources were requested and an interior fire attack was initiated by the first arriving crews. In all, it took more than 40 firefighters about 45 minutes to bring the 2-alarm incident under control. There were no civilian or firefighter injuries reported as a result of the incident. The fire, which originated on the rear deck area of the home, was determined to be accidental in nature and is being attributed to improperly discarded smoking materials. The home sustained more than $70,000 in damages. In a second incident this week, county firefighters were again called into action around 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 27, 2012, when residents of a Severn neighborhood alerted a neighbor that their house was on fire. The first arriving fire crews on the scene reported fire and smoke coming from the rear corner of the home, with extension into the attic portion of the dwelling. Crews immediately stretched hand lines to the interior of the dwelling and began to extinguish the flames. 57 firefighters from Anne Arundel and Howard counties, as well as BWI Airport and Fort George G. Meade fire departments, took about 30 minutes to control the 2-alarm blaze. There were occupants home at the time of the fire. However, they were able to escape without injury. One resident was treated for a medical problem unrelated to the fire. Kristin?
Thanks, Chief. County fire officials have determined that the cause of the fire was accidental. Investigators have attributed the fire to wood finishing chemicals that combusted in a recycle container after being discarded. Damages have been estimated to be approximately $180,000.
Well, in this week's Recreation and Park Spotlight, Carolyn Ryan, who sometimes sits in this chair over here, has information about summer fun centers. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Carolyn.
When you're thinking summer fun for kids, we hope you're thinking summer fun centers, which are located throughout Anne Arundel County. We are here at the Belvedere Summer Fun Center with the director, Bambi Turner, and with our recreation supervisor, Georgette Shalhoub. Georgette, give us a little information. Tell us exactly what is a summer fun center.
It's a 7-week program located in our schools. We have 7 weeks of fun and activities for the kids.
Great, great. And what ages of kids are in the program?
We accept ages for the summer fun centers, kindergarten through 6th grade. We have a preteen program from 4th grade to 6th grade, and we have other camps also to offer.
Great. Bambi, tell us a little bit about Belvedere Summer Fun Center. It looks like the kids are at lunch right now. What do they have planned for this afternoon?
Well, this afternoon it's kind of hot today, so we went outside all morning, played on the playground, played some outdoor games. This afternoon we're going to go in the gym, play some games in there by age group. They're really into playing kickball. They like to jump the river. We play clean up the backyard. And then some of the other kids are going to do some art projects. Today we're making pipe cleaner monsters. And we're also doing a body tracing craft so that they can color themselves in and kind of show us what they look like and tell us a little bit about themselves.
Great. Sounds like a lot of fun, a lot of different activities. Now, how long is the program?
For the day, it starts at 7:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock, and then from 3 to 5:30 we have an extended care program.
Okay. Now, I think you mentioned it's a 7-week program. We're already into the first week. Is it too late for people to sign up?
No, it's not too late. There's openings at some sites. Some are full at the capacity. If you want to register, check out our website at Anne Arundel County Recreation and Parks to register, and I believe the fee will be prorated for when you start.
Great. Well, sounds like a lot of summer fun. Our website is www.aacounty.org/recparks. Check it out, and you can see information on our summer fun centers there, as well as all of our summer camps and programs. So get ready for some summer fun with the Department of Recreation and Parks. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. Again, the fun centers have activity for kids of all ages. Be sure to get out there and check them out.
Now, Erik, as you know, we have a soft spot here on Week in Review for pets. And I'm thinking of my adorable puppy at home right now. So does Mary Felter. She's got that same soft spot, and she has filed a report about pairing up animals with seniors and people with disabilities. Let's send it out to Mary over at the South County Senior Center. Mary.
Thank you. This is Mary Felter with the Department of Aging and Disabilities, and today it's my pleasure to be down here at the South County Senior Center for the SPCA Adoption Day. We have about 6 dogs here today. The cats didn't come. The pictures are of on the wall for people who are interested. It costs a lot of money to put gasoline in the mobile van that carries them around. So we're going to be featuring the dogs today. And we have Shelly here. Little one's quiet and looking at everyone. And this one is Jack. It looks like a little bit of a Jack Russell Terrier there. This is Joanne DeWild directly next to me, who is the person who helped coordinate this event. Next to her is Sharon Poet, who's the director of the Senior Center, and Kim Teeter, who is the volunteer coordinator at the SPCA. And Joanne, now I'm going to ask you why you are holding this day. It's the second one.
Well, we had the idea of getting animals adopted by the seniors and senior animals, kind of matching them up. A lot of seniors have thought about doing this, but just hadn't made that plunge to go down to the SPCA, so we thought we would bring them to the seniors, the animals to the seniors, and at the same time we're raising money for the SPCA. So we started it last year, and hopefully a yearly event.
Sharon, what are you having here today along with this event? What other activities are planned?
We have music, we have Canine Companions for Independence. That's the one group that we're supporting through our fundraising activities, and they're going to be doing a demonstration. Bake sale, all kinds of fun and activities, raffles. We're just having a great time.
And I understand the proceeds are all going to the SPCA?
They are. Last year we raised $1,000, so we're hoping to top that.
It's really nice that you could come today. How many animals did you bring, Kim?
We've got 5 dogs with us today. Are you going to? Okay. We got 5 dogs with us today. Most of them are older. Shelly here's 5. This is our youngest at a year old. He's a little puppy here, Jack. And yeah, we're just excited to be here and get the seniors to meet them. And they're great companions for them. So.
If someone couldn't come to the adoption day today, they can come down to the shelter itself, which is 1815 Bay Ridge Avenue, I understand. What are your hours there? Do you remember?
Yes. We're open Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 to 4. And Wednesday and Thursday are evenings. We're open from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Those are great hours for people who work and want to come by. You going to have adoption forms here for people today also?
We have the adoption forms, and already we've got at least 2 filled out. And they go through a process to check everything out and make sure they're going to good homes. And so hopefully throughout the day we'll have a little bit more, and that's the goal.
Sharon, do you know what some of the benefits are for seniors having an animal?
Oh, I'm a senior. I can speak for that. Just the love and affection that one gives and one receives is just cannot be described. So it's just a really wonderful companion. It's friendship. It's a purpose to life.
Sure.
Also, it's been proven that blood pressure and seniors go down when they're petting an animal.
So it's a healthy thing. And plus, they go out and walk the dog every day. That's probably going to help lower their cholesterol. So, well, this is another program the Department of Aging and Disability is happy to participate with. We are also doing an event with the county's animal control, where we're also encouraging adoption for seniors. So if you have any questions, give the Department of Aging a call at 410-222-4464, and we'll be happy to fill you in on how you can do these activities. This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer for the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities, and you've been watching our segment on Week in Review. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Mary.
Well, you said an adorable puppy at home,
I
huh?
do. I have a black lab.
Yeah?
His name is Vinny, and he's
Vinny.
from New Jersey.
How'd you come up with, oh, because he's from New Jersey.
And his father's actually a show dog. He has been in the Westminster Dog Show. So,
Really?
Yep, for Black Labs, for the lab and sport dog group.
So these dogs aren't afraid to go out and show off their stuff, and Vinny's that way too?
Oh my gosh, the dog's more in the pool than the rest of us are. So, and he has the best time, and he is very spoiled. Very spoiled.
Very spoiled. I bet he is. Yeah, Vinny's watching the show. So let me ask you this, Kristin. We were talking about, you know, the show dog and going out there and being in front of people, and you kind of like being in front of the camera. You've done well here on Week in Review, and as we've kind of cycled through all of our co-hosts. And
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I just.
Well, let me say it. I'm
okay,
saying.
fine.
So I'm giving you
say
a
that.
compliment.
All right.
So you've done
Thank
well here. But you think about this, and there's a lot of folks out there that that are into this reality TV stuff now.
Right.
Reality TV. Everybody wants to watch everything that's going on.
Sure.
Two shows jump out to me. This new show, Glass House and Big Brother.
Okay.
They put people in a house, and they put all these cameras around them, and they watch their move every hour, every second, every minute, every hour of every day. Could you do that?
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't want anyone watching how I live.
No?
And no. And Big Brother's been on for a while.
How do you live? Would you like to tell them?
Like a rock star, but I don't need everyone else watching it. No, Big Brother's been on for a while, right?
It has.
And Glass House is brand new?
It's brand new.
And is it pretty much the same thing as
It's a
Big Brother?
spin-off, yeah, exactly.
Okay, like Glass House, you can see everything that's going on.
You can see everything that's going on.
No, I actually have a cousin that likes to, I think Big Brother sometimes will do their television cast late at night when the cast members are sleeping.
Yes.
And they find that it's comforting, so they put it on late at night and sleep while these people sleep.
They sleep while they, maybe there's a attachment issue there.
I don't know, but that could be one reason why people like the show so much, or maybe people just enjoy watching everyone else make mistakes. And
that's a good point.
Yeah,
because
makes
you
them
never
feel better.
You never make mistakes.
Oh, I'm
You're
perfect.
one take, Kristin. She doesn't
I
miss
am.
a beat up here. So.
Right. Well, I learned from the best.
Who?
Chuck.
There you go, Chuck
back
Duncan,
there,
of course.
yeah.
It's great, and I think we should, say a little. We talked a little bit about 4th of July in the show, but it's coming up. Wednesday is 4th of July, a couple days, a lot of barbecues going on, a lot of great places in Anne Arundel County to see fireworks. Sure. Sawmill Park, if you're up in the north end of the county in Glen Burnie, or you could go into the city and watch it down the Inner Harbor. The city of Annapolis has their fireworks. Gibson Island does a fireworks display in Pasadena. So a lot of places for folks to take advantage of it and really celebrate our Independence Day here.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot more patriotism going on right now because of the big celebration that we just had for the War of 1812, the bicentennial, and I think people are pretty psyched, even though it is a Wednesday. So make sure that you're safe.
Make sure that you're safe. Make sure you show up to work if you're a county employee on Thursday and you haven't taken off, or I'll come track you down.
Yes, you will.
Well, folks, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free, yes, free video podcast at iTunes, or like us on Facebook at Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more news and highlights from around your county. Happy Independence Day. We'll see you next week.